You already know. Two shots to that thing. Yeah.
Growing up Jamaican.
Jesus. But let me tell you something. That shit is stressful. You know what I'm talking about? And I didn't say stressful. It's stressful, you know? That shit is, you can't have sleepovers. We all talk about, you want to sleepover? Where?
I would always get, why you love people them house.
Yo. Why you have so much friend?
I don't love.
Why you have so much friend?
I don't love people's
house. It's always
house.
excessive. If you want to do something, you love friend.
Why you love?
You can't be alone. You ever read your Bible book? Yo, you want to do anything?
Can I go outside? Why you love
outside?
You love outside.
Why you love outside?
Sean Johnson, Head Steph, Sade Renee.
Namaste.
And this is another episode of the IC. We in this motherfucker. How's everybody doing?
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
A little hot. It's a little y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It's goddamn hot. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, everybody be crazy about the summertime.
I hear it.
I don't like this shit. Especially, like, usually, listen, I'm gonna tell you like that. Y'all see I'm fat right now, right? I'm the type of person that got, like, up and down on weight. Like, I'm like, usually, I stay fat from the mid-August. I start gaining fat. And then around October, I kind of set into my fatness for the winter. And then I stay fat all the way until, like, my birthday comes in March. So, like, around the beginning of March, I'm like, all right, I gotta cut this shit out. And I get in shape. And I'm shit you not, bro. Like, every year I do it. This year I skipped it. And boy, I tell you, being fat in the summertime is not the fuck, bro.
It's not the way.
All this right here, just be hot. I gotta be all up. My nigga, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling.
I don't care what
Hold
size
it down.
It's very, the summer's just uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
I don't know.
I'm
a fire sign, and I'm prone to being hot. Like, I'm always hot.
I'm not gonna
lie. In the
lie.
summertime, I can't fucking escape it. I just be wanting to take off my skin. If I can take off my skin and just like air it out.
Yo, see, that's the thing I be telling people, bro. Like I said,
you can escape the cold.
In the wintertime, you can always put more clothes on.
Yes.
In the summer, you can't take skin off.
You can't. And then the AC is like artificial air.
Yeah.
So you get cold, you get sick.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It gives you a headache.
It's never the right temperature.
Never.
It's always either too cold or it's not cold enough.
Yes.
So it's just like, what the I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit is, I can't wait for this shit to be over. I ain't gonna lie.
I like the fall and the spring.
Fall and the spring is perfect.
Yo, what I really can't wait for is when it's hoodie season.
Word.
Woo.
And everybody.
Grind season.
Grind season.
Grind season. Put your head down and get to work season.
Light the fire music.
Yeah.
I can't burn it. Do. Start doing push-ups and pull-ups and shit.
And that's, you know what I love about that? There's no FOMO. There's no FOMO. That's something that's beautiful about winter and late fall. You're not worried about what everybody else is doing because you're like, my nigga, niggas.
You head down. Head down, focus up.
Focus. Summertime FOMO is a problem. It's like, damn.
But ain't really shit going on in the summertime. And especially like with COVID, especially with like fucking monkeypox. Yeah. I don't want to fucking go outside with y'all. Y'all dirty.
Yeah. That's. I think that's something that was beautiful about, you know, as sad as the pandemic was, we lost a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
What? It's introverts. It's introverts. Paradise.
And then like there's no FOMO.
Yes.
Because you knew everybody was inside. You wasn't missing shit. So everybody was focused on what they needed to be focused on.
But yeah, definitely like introvert paradise. Like it was just like when COVID happened and it was quarantine, I was like, yo, I prepared for this.
Word.
Like I'm about this life.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I went outside like 5 o'clock in the morning when no one's there.
Yeah, I love
and that was the only that was so fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, I've never felt peace like this.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah. I could walk around my town and not hear shit.
It
was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yo, if we get another lockdown, what did you learn from the first lockdown that you would do on the second lockdown?
Take chances.
Invest?
Whatever ideas you ever had in your head. I'm talking about like sitting on the toilet. You know, you sit on the toilet, you'll come out with some weird shit. That's really like genius to you, and you take those chances.
Oh, we would be locked in on this.
Locked in, though.
We be doing this shit all day.
Hey, man.
That's what I was gonna say. I would make more content.
Sleeping in there, bro. We're gonna do 50 episodes.
I would make more content.
Better work.
Yep.
Burn your feet.
That's the thing, bro.
Your feet.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Since the motherfucking pandemic, I haven't really wanted to get. I think that's where the idea of like before the pandemic, I was like, hey, let's go to school to get this job, to do this, and then maybe on my side time I could do what I want to do. Now, after the pandemic, I was like, yo, fuck these career jobs. I want to work on my business. I want to take chances and do this and do that. Like, what is this? How did this make money? It just made us way more creative.
I think it was another agent of chaos.
Yes, it was a necessary.
I think it was another necessary evil. Yeah. I know everybody has a negative connotation with that word, but I think it was something that happened that kind of shed light on things that needed to change. I think it made us realize there's a lot of things put in place that don't fucking work. Yeah. And it gave you time to like go inward. And a lot of people who don't like themselves had to sit with themselves. Yeah. Everybody had to sit with themselves. Everybody had to you had to sit with your fucking kids. Yeah. Like I'm used to that, but I felt like a lot of people struggled with you. I think you also felt like I felt like people got to see their partners for who they really are. A lot of couples people had to sit with themselves and the people that they chose, and it's like, yo, we're really in this shit. Like when I feel like when you're dating or you're looking to marry, you're looking for your partner for the end of the world. That's how I see it. Yeah. So it's like a lot of people got to see like this is who the fuck I gotta spend the end of the world with. Yeah. And they didn't like each other, or they found they liked each other more, and they haven't been spending enough time together.
Yo, that's crazy because what happened is I had left my apartment and stayed with my mom when that case happened, when it first started. So me and all my siblings moved back in. Well, my mom she had a nice size house. You know what I'm saying? Mom dudes is doing straight. So we stayed with her for a couple months. We did this because everybody was panicking. So it was like, let's be together. And one thing, this is the first time since I was 17 years old that me and all my siblings were under one roof. And when I tell you, it was beautiful. Yeah. It was beautiful. It was annoying at times, but we got to know each other again. Like, I got to spend time with my moms. It's like, think about it. Think about how much times, like, you get, Mom, sorry, let me call you back. I'm a little busy. I got this going on. My sis texted me a couple hours ago. I didn't even missed it. Let me hit her back. We don't really link like that. I don't know how everybody else
I was about to say, I come from an enmeshed family, so we never leave each other alone. Oh, no. I need like a few years.
That's the thing. Me and my family's tight, but we never really, we always, texting and talking, here and there. Like, I hit one up. I talked to her, all right, that's our quota for the week. And then my brother hit me up a couple weeks later. You know what I mean? It's never, we were all under the same roof. Like, we sat and watched TV together. We've never done that in years.
I have a question, right? Mm-hmm. Between all your family members, and I mean cousins and siblings mostly, right? Mm-hmm. If you guys weren't related, who do you think you'll still be really close with?
That's not cousins or my siblings.
That's what I said. Cousins and siblings mostly.
Okay, so as far as I think me and my brother would definitely be good friends.
Without meeting him.
Without meeting
without not meeting him, but without growing up with him.
He's a good. Right. I'm gonna tell you right now, my brother is the best man I've ever met in my life. The nigga has the patience of a monk.
That's beautiful.
Is the nicest, kind-hearted man I've ever met. My sister, on the other hand, I think the younger one, I'd probably be cool with her. She's like the homie, because she's like the miniature version of me. The one that's older than her, she's a little moody, and she's introverted. I think we would have a barrier to cross. But if that barrier was possible, because it's like a hit or miss. Like, if you catch her in the wrong time, you might get the wrong response. And I'll probably be like, man, fuck that. I ain't talking to that girl ever again in my life. But as far as cousins, I don't know, dogs. I don't know. We be on different pages,
that's the thing I'm saying, because a lot of why you get along with your direct siblings is genetics.
It's genetics.
They're part of your mother or part of your father, and you kind of think the same way. Yeah. With cousins,
it's totally different.
Not with you.
No.
You don't. I ain't gonna lie. You and your sister's night and day.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Like, it's funny because growing up, people would find out we were sisters and like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, I had that
get
moment
the fuck
with
out
you.
of
I
here.
had that moment with you
That's
a couple weeks ago.
Y'all got different fathers. No, we came from the same parents.
That's crazy.
And me and her have never, like, now we're like cordial. Like, we get along. Like, I love her to death. Like, she's been my best friend since birth. Yeah. However, me and her have been fighting to the death since we met. I tried to kill her when she was a baby. Shush. And we fought all the way up until I was probably like 30-something. 30-something. Like, me and her just started like, and we had to like live in separate places to actually kind of like really fuck with each other. Yeah. But if we were not,
she said I tried to kill her when she was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, we just gonna pass
over. Okay, listen. I'm a brat, okay? I am a selfish fucking
and
princess
a murderer.
Brat. They used to tell me I was like 2 steps away from being. They told me I was like 2 steps away from being a serial killer. So I was like one of those goth, weird, emo kids that just used to like look at people with the crazy stare, and just used to turn my head and like.
You pushed me down the stairs.
Pretty much. He stepped on the back of my shoe. Like I used to.
What movie is that?
Sleep with one eye open.
No, not even. I was the kid who used to say like shabba. Like I used to say weird shit, point at you, right? But me and my sister, like we're like 2 different creatures. Okay. We're 2 different creatures, and I'm very introverted and she's very extroverted. Okay. And we just always kind of battled. Like we just never got along. Like we're like you said, we're night and day. Like I love her, I appreciate her. She's a decent person, but I'm one bitch she can't beat. And me and her, like, we just, I don't know if it's we're fire sisters. We're both fire signs. So we're just like head to head. Like now we kind of respect each other. We get along better. But if me and her were just like me, and I think my dad's probably the only person that if we weren't blood related, I'd still get along with. Okay. Like my mom.
That's dope. So your daddy's girl.
I'm OD dad. My dad's my superhero.
That's dope.
But my sister and my mom, if I knew these bitches, and I didn't have to know them, I would walk right past them. I'd be like, ew. And I would keep it moving. I would not be friends with neither one of them.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Like I notice a lot of American families are like that, and it's for me. This was like one thing I will give my pops kudos for. He was always like, "Yo, see, y'all sticking together," and to the point where that was normal for me. I remember one time I had when I used to stop by my parents' crib. Just to make sure my sisters was good if they was at work or whatever. And one time I had stopped by and I come in the house and I hear my sisters like squaring up.
That's what
girls.
Girls.
What the fuck are y'all? I'm like, nah, we don't do that. Not in this family. I'm like, listen, y'all want to fight each other, you got to fight me first. Boy, them girls is tight as hell. I'm just like, what you want to do?
See, that's what my dad used to make us fight.
Oh, nah.
If we started fighting like in the room, like me and her used to make up games so we could fight. But my dad, when we used to like really get it in, my dad be like, all right, y'all want to fight? Y'all gonna fight. Come out in the living room, put on the gloves, fucking get it popping. And we just, I don't know. Like my family has kind of forced the same thing. It's like, we're in this together. Like me and my family are very, very, very close. And a lot of us, especially my cousins, we grew up like siblings.
Okay.
However, I think I don't know. There's just this thing. There's always been this underlying like, who's better, who's the best. Like when I was younger, I was like the golden child. Okay. Like I was the one everybody expected to like excel. Yeah. I was the smartest one. I was the goody two shoes. Okay. I was the goody two shoes. I was just the good one. Like I was everybody's favorite. I didn't really get in trouble too much. I didn't talk back. Okay. You get what I'm saying? But everybody else, it was just like it was weird. Because we love each other, but we don't really like each other. But we really, really love each other. Like we'll fight for each other. Like my sister probably before I fight you, my sister probably beat your ass. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be though. But at the same time, like we have a hard time like coexisting.
Yeah. I understand that. That's tough. It's tough.
Yo, today is Jamaican Independence Day.
It is.
Yeah, we gotta talk about big up Jamaica. You already know. Two shots to that team. Yeah.
Growing up Jamaican,
Jesus. But let me tell you something. That shit is stressful. You know what I'm talking about? And I didn't say stressful. It's stressful, you know? That shit is, you can't have sleepovers. We all talk about, you want to sleep over? Where?
I would always get, why you love people them house.
Yo. Why you have so much friends?
I don't love.
Why you have so much friends?
I don't love people's
house. It's always excessive. If you want to do something, you love friends.
Why you love? Why you love?
You can't be alone. You ever read your Bible book? Yo, you want to do anything?
Can I go outside? Why you love? You love
outside.
You love outside.
Why you love outside?
That's funny.
Yo, I swear, bro. Anything to do with entertaining yourself, it was a problem. Like you had to make sure you done read the Bible, did some homework, even if it was summertime, find some schoolwork to do. You had to make sure the house was clean and spick and span. Don't find nothing out of order, and still you're being since morning. It's 6 in the morning.
Yo, Sade, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything like awkward or weird that you like saw with like going over your Jamaican friend's house?
Is there? I've had like my best friends from like pre-K were probably Jamaicans. Like all my best friends were Jamaicans. Yeah, I don't know. I even went to a Jamaican church.
Oh shit!
As a kid, like in the West, there used to be this Jamaican church on the corner. You know, the brown church. I used to go there.
Wow.
I was in Sunday school with Jamaican kids and everything.
That's crazy.
The weirdest, the awkward thing.
Yeah, what was different from your household? You got there was like, this is.
I don't know. See, that's the funny thing is like I'm Black American.
Uh-huh.
I'm Indigenous American. However, my family's from down south, and there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
Because being at a Jamaican kids, like being at my Jamaican friend's house, was like being at my grandma's house.
Okay. Yeah, because there is some similarity. Like, like for instance, like some of my American friends would be like, they would come to my house and they would have their shoes on. Like,
nah, we don't do that.
You can't do that in a Jamaican house. Or they would have a hat. Yeah, you can't have no fitted, no hat, yo. Like that's the type of thing. And then at one time I had like, a little white friend come over one time, bro. The nigga tried to open my fridge. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, dog? You trying to die?
What?
You do not
I'm about to say maybe that like
you can't open nobody's fridge.
It's different. Like in a southern home, there's just certain shit
you just don't do.
You just don't do it. Don't do. Like, and that's why I said it was like it wasn't strange to me. To me, actually, I'd rather go to them because like. Now, the awkward thing, I think, for Black Americans, because unfortunately, I was like one of those kids where I didn't grow up in the hood. Okay. Like I grew up by the water, Pelham Road. Yeah, like I was like I used to go to the beach every day.
I see you in the hood.
I like my family. Play me, okay? And like that's where my babysitters were. That like I had family members who lived in the hood.
Everybody be there.
I didn't say I didn't go there. I said I'm not from there.
We were hood adjacent. That's all. I know what you mean.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like my cousins are, from the hood. Like all three of them in New Rochelle. My family members lived there. However, my grandparents worked their asses off to get out of it.
Yeah.
So I lived very differently.
Yeah.
Everybody growing up, they used to think I was rich.
Yes.
Because I had a mom and a dad, and both my parents had cars. And we used to have like new sneakers all the time. So everybody just assumed that we were rich. We weren't. We were like lower middle class. We were good. Like my mom's a teacher. My dad worked for the city. So we were good. Like we didn't really struggle, I guess, too much. Like we were spoiled little bitches. Growing up, spoiled. See, but I had family members from the hood. Now, when I went to go spend the night in the hood, that's when it got awkward. I was more comfortable at a Jamaican friend's house than a cousin's house with roaches or like you get what I'm saying, pee in the elevator, pee in the elevator. Yeah, like I remember like being forced to go outside and reading a book, and people used to slap my book down. Why are you reading? Let's play hide and go get it. I'm like, no. I used to be scared. I used to tell my dad, like, they're dirty.
Yo, so one difference.
It was just different.
One difference that I used to see with the one difference that I see with American kids and Jamaican kids, right? A lot of times when it was time to eat dinner, it would be That's the only food you get, and you better eat all the food, and you're not getting up from this table until you finish your food.
See, I was the kid who
with American kids, I see.
don't want that.
I don't want this, and like they pick their pickles off, or they'll pick the tomatoes off, or
That's
all the peppers out the stew. You get what I'm saying? Type of thing. Let me ask you a question, Gino. Because you Jamaican. I've been eating crib before.
Yeah.
You eat cow foot?
Yep, I love cow foot.
You eat cow foot?
Hell yeah, I eat cow foot.
I don't eat cow foot.
Wait, do I eat it now?
I'm saying if you had a plate of food and you're a 9-year-old and they're giving you cow foot,
I didn't want that shit. I didn't.
See, but
you weren't up until 2:00 in the morning finishing cow foot.
Oh, dear.
Bro, you know what I used to do? I used to hold the plate down and act like I was eating, and then slowly just take some and throw it in the garbage when I want to get something to drink. Or I'd pick it up and take some piece with me and act like I ate it. But you can't put it on the top of the garbage. You gotta put it on the bottom of the garbage.
You gotta dig it down the side.
Down the side. And then put it in there.
Wait.
But let me get caught doing that shit, bro.
Wait.
What?
We got caught. Me and my cousin ran into each other, and both of our plates on the floor. And my dad beat us with a butter knife and made us stand at the wall with books on our arms. CPS came to my house. That's what I'm saying. I know I may not be Jamaican, but I did not grow up it's crazy because that's the reason why I don't like food now, is because when I was younger, I used to fall asleep. I used to pour ketchup on my macaroni and cheese.
Oh my god!
Because I couldn't eat it
without no flavor. Yeah,
I hate mashed fucking potatoes. I hate fucking green peas.
But
I hate them.
It had the opposite effect with me. So all the foods that I hated as a kid, I love that shit.
Really?
I used to hate corned beef.
I love corned beef.
I hated corned beef so fucking much. If I have a plate of corned beef right now,
that shit is dumb good. With some mustard?
I body some corned beef, bro.
With some mustard? What are you talking about?
Mustard?
Yes.
I don't know what that's about.
You put it in the toaster oven. You put it on some toast and you put mustard on it. It's a sandwich. What is the problem? Like, how am I the picky one and I like corned beef?
What are some foods that back in the days they used to make you eat that you don't like today?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I put the camera on Sade.
Yeah. Sade, we already know.
I don't like anything.
Yeah, so the foods that I had that I didn't like as a kid that I eat now.
Yeah.
I still don't eat those foods.
Really?
Yeah, I don't eat bananas.
I don't like yama banana.
Yeah,
I like bananas.
I'm lactose, so I don't drink things with a lot of milk in it.
I'm not supposed to, but
and liver.
Oh yeah, I can't do liver.
Liver's good.
I like the broth and cow foot soup.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Love
you eat chicken foot?
Chicken foot, I eat that.
Yeah, you eat those are the main.
Yeah,
those are like the main things.
It's just the type of I don't like callaloo. I don't like callaloo.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody tell me that's crazy. When I don't like callaloo. I don't like you know how sometimes they take sawfish and instead of putting the bacalao sawfish they put
chicken back
sardine.
Oh no,
I don't like that shit. But most of the foods that I didn't like, I didn't like ackee and sawfish growing up.
What?
I hated ackee and sawfish.
What, nigga?
I didn't understand when I was I'm just for me in my head growing up, I grew up in a Jamaican household, but I was American. You know what I mean? So it just looked like eggs, but didn't taste like eggs. So in my head, this does not taste how it should taste.
That's not eggs.
Yeah, I know it's not, but it's just. But you know, as a kid, you not think you just it looks like eggs. It's supposed to taste like eggs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, I love that food.
Yo, I could eat a whole pot
of ackee and sawfish.
Yeah,
what? With some steamed dumpling? What? Yeah. Boy, I'd mash that thing up, man.
Steamed dumpling or festival?
Yeah. Well. I don't know about the vegetable.
Festival.
Oh, festival. I'll fuck some festival up.
Oh, yeah.
What? I'll fuck some festival up, bro. What you mean? I love festival. I love all things. Even the fried dumpling I fuck with too, those. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So I don't know. And it's crazy because now there's all the things I used to love as a kid, the stupid fast food, McDonald's pizza and all that. I love pizza still, but I'd take a plate of stew peas before I take any of that.
Yeah,
any
absolutely.
of that. It's just I don't know if it's just the reminiscence, but it's just the flavor. I don't know, but I love the food that I used to.
I'd rather home cooked meal than fast food.
Definitely.
I think sometimes we live in America.
Yeah.
So everything's about fast and quick,
Yeah.
but there's nothing like a real good, my dad's a cook.
Really?
And my dad taught us how to cook, and
See, I didn't
like
get that.
my dad, oh my God, I like just really good, like sitting down. Like we grew up sitting down at the table with everybody.
Oh, no, not me.
Like we had dinner together.
Yeah?
Every night.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
we had dinner together. We took turns doing dishes. Like we had chores. Grew up
we definitely
cleaning
had
the
chores,
whole
yeah.
house on Saturday.
Saturday, right?
Like
Yeah.
we
Right
had
before
football
cartoons.
practice. Like I'm about to say, I think we didn't appreciate the way we grew up, but it's the foundation. Like I think how you grew up kind of like speaks to kind of the adult you are,
Yeah, that's true.
whether you liked it or not. But there's all like I also had like a lot of issues that were just overlooked because of the norms in the household. So I don't think I didn't really like food because I didn't like food. I had some sensory shit. So it was really like the texture, but I still appreciate.
Texture's big.
Yeah, I don't like textures, but
Texture is huge.
I like, to be honest, like when I look at like the different cultures growing up in their households, I don't think I would have chosen any culture, except I did really, really, really enjoy my Jamaican friend's house.
Yeah.
That was probably like my favorite house. And some of my Spanish friends, you always
Some of them.
some of them.
Some
you like. I ate really good.
Yeah.
I ate really, really good.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because like I didn't realize until I have a Puerto Rican side of the family. That's my aunt, my uncle. You know, all my cousins half Puerto Rican, half Jamaican. So I sometimes spend a lot of time at their house. But she ended up cooking a lot of Jamaican food because she was married to a Jamaican man. But
I love that food.
yeah,
Similar.
I didn't realize that until I got older and I started
Mhm.
dating a Latina. And
Similar.
I remember one time there was one thing she would cook that I was just like, there was something about this that I fuck with. I don't know what it was. And it ended up being oxtail, but it was just cooked a different way.
Yes.
And then I dated a Dominican chicken, and then she started giving me pernil, and I'm just like, yo, this shit tastes familiar. It's just the texture's different. I can't put my, and then yo, I'm not gonna lie, like 3 years ago, I was just like, yo, put some rice and beans with the pernil real quick, and I ate it. And I'm like, nigga, this is stew peas. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, it's crazy. That's That's interesting you said that. There's a Spanish place down the block. And I get the cassava and the green plantain. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I eat that with the meat.
Yeah.
And they're like, they come in there and they're like, why this nigga eating up all the, cause just get rice and beans. And I'm like, nah, I don't want the rice and beans. Cause I'll get like the stew peas with like the dumpling and the yam and you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
It's all the same shit. We all eating the same shit.
We all eating the same shit. We just cook it slightly different. Maybe some is a little drier than the other. Some is a little bit more moist. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, being a Jamaican kid, bro, and then living in Korea, I remember I moved to Korea. I was like, I ain't eating nothing here, bro. I don't know what the fuck. I ain't know what to do. And then one day it was just like I started reading and shit. That's when I went through the whole religion. Oh, I want to talk to you about this crazy theory I found on TikTok later on.
What is it?
I'm gonna tell you.
You know, I love
But anyways, it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but it kind of made me think. But anyways, I'm gonna get to it. But I started reading up, and that's when I went on my vegan / pescatarian stride, and I ended up being pescatarian for 4 years.
I'm thinking about
and I started. I'm telling you, you'll feel so much better.
I was just watching What the Health, and I'm like, I need it.
The only reason why I don't do it here in America is because the fish here sucks.
I don't eat fish.
That's the thing. So, like, if you want to go straight vegan, that'd be another thing.
That's what I'm saying. I would go straight vegan.
Okay. Oh, that'd be
or
dope.
vegetarian.
You'll feel so much better. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you sleep better. You don't have itis. You don't feel like lethargic. You just feel like you got energy all the time.
And it sucks because I love meat.
I do too.
Like I used to have a T-shirt that said I'm a meatitarian.
Yo, I love
meat, and I think it's probably like my indigenous background. Like I'm definitely Native American, like indigenous American. No, I'm definitely.
Oh yeah, okay.
And so I love like steak. I love like deer, elk.
Listen,
like
all that
I heard
shit's
buffalo meat's awesome.
Buffalo meat is phenomenal.
Yeah, I heard that, and
So
I love meat, but here like America, like everything's processed.
Yeah.
You can't trust it.
Can't
like,
trust
and
it.
I go to a meat market.
Yo,
like
you
I
know
don't
what's crazy?
I don't get meat from like usually get meat. Like sometimes I will get meat from the supermarket, but I go to a butcher.
If you go outside this country and have a feast every day, you will not gain as much weight as you will eating normally here.
It's the shit they pump in it.
It's crazy.
But it's crazy because like you saying like you guys bridging the gap between all the foods we eat.
Yeah.
I think that's the point is like as much as we're different, there's a lot of things that make us similar.
The only culture I feel like I found to be like extremely different is like Asian. I'm not gonna lie. They eat a lot of different like I ate live squid over there. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy.
Yeah. Alive?
Yeah. It was like so like it was my first weekend in Korea and all the you know when you're a soldier they kind of like trying to welcome you there. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think it was gonna be as much fun as it was. It was extremely fun. I'm not talking about eating squid, I'm talking about being in Korea. But they brought me to this bar and there was a bunch of Korean dudes. It was just hyped up, drunk, and then gave me a shot of this thing called death where they light the drink on fire.
What?
And I was like feeling good, and I seen them all doing it. The squid was live on a stick, and it was like. And it was like, only real men do this. And I'm just like, I was 21, 22. I'm like, fuck that. I'm a real man. Let me go ahead and eat this live ass squid, bro. That shit wiggles all the way down your throat. That shit don't stop till you take a shot to kill it off. That shit crazy. But let me get, before you
tell me the theory.
The theory. So I was watching the other day.
You have it saved or you know what channel it's from?
I might have
send it to me.
I'm going to send it to you. This shit is, I don't want to fuck it up because this shit was like, it blew my mind. And I was like, yo, like, what if it would be crazy? Hold on. I hate when people like talk about what they're going to tell you before telling you. So I'm sorry about that.
Just go to tell us.
Let me see where.
Tell us as much as you know.
It's about religion.
Okay.
And it's gonna make some people
upset.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Hold on. How do I see the things that I watched on TikTok?
Go to your page.
Right? No, you have to
go to your like
that you liked or what?
Go to your where the head is. The little.
Hold on.
Go to your initial profile.
Oh, okay.
Go to your profile.
I'm on my profile.
Right, and then go to the last little. You see the heart?
Yeah.
With the zero, with the little eye thing on it. Press that.
Okay.
That's everything you liked.
I think I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Tell me I didn't like it.
And you can save if you saved it. It's in the little tab.
If I didn't like it, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, I didn't like it. I have to start liking shit, bro.
You have to and save it. Save it for us.
No, I definitely have to have it. It was just
there's this page. Oh, I think they took this page out.
What?
Of the guy cooking. Oh shit! Hold on.
Did you see the girl eating like raw meat with her teeth?
Oh my god!
You saw her?
I saw something worse than that. A nigga put a raw steak in some water to let it spoil for a month, and then ate that shit, bro. That shit was great. I was so mad when I saw that shit. I was
what? What?
It was
like
nasty.
He fermented it?
He fermented it.
And then ate it?
And it was like, he was yakking and like, the whole time. I was just like,
why would you do that?
Yeah, I was so mad.
There's a reason why they cook stuff. That's funny because I have the urge when I walk past like sushi to cook it. I know people are supposed to eat it raw. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I fuck with
I just can't. I can't do it. It's the texture. It's really just a texture thing. Really.
It's gotta be.
Okay. What was it though?
What's the theory?
So basically,
what's it called?
All right. So let's start off like this. Look up J-E in Latin.
J-E in Latin.
Mm-hmm.
J-E Latin meaning is yes.
J-E?
That's what it says.
It's supposed to mean like to get rid of or to cast away.
Okay.
Or something like that. And then if you look up the word suspect in Latin.
All right, so look, I'm doing it now.
All right.
Yeah, J-E.
It's supposed to be cast. To throw, to hurl, to cast.
Yeah.
And look up sus now in Latin. In Latin, that's not.
Pig?
See, I don't want to fuck it up. Hold on. Look, now, I'm going to find a video. Give me 2 seconds. I got to find a video.
In the meantime, Sade, sing a song.
What? Why? Just because my name is Sade don't mean I can sing. Like
Smooth operator.
That's not even the best Sade song.
Smooth operator.
No.
Is it a crime?
You don't know the rest of the words?
I don't know this song.
You don't know any Sade songs? My favorite Sade song is King of Sorrows, though.
Let's look on TikTok.
What?
I can always cut this part out.
Yeah, you can.
All right, so look, I found another dude. He's pretty much saying the same thing. I'm gonna send you the video.
All right.
When you go into this, you gonna find you going this rabbit hole pretty deep.
I hope he explains it the same way I saw it yesterday. I really do. And I'm not saying I think it's, I don't think it, I think it's true.
You sent it to me?
Yeah, I just sent it to you. Oh, did I send it to you? I hope I sent it to you and not somebody else. They're going to be like, you fucking demon worshiper?
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah, I did send it to you on TikTok.
What if I told you demons aren't always bad?
All right, let's go. Let's take a look at it.
Let's take a look at. Sorry, I held it up.
I'll cut that part out.
Yeah.
Oh, when you go into this, you gonna find you going this rabbit hole pretty deep, man. I started off as a Christian, born and raised in it, spiritual dreams, all of that. Now I had to, the Most High woke me up, and He had to show me the truth. Once I realized that once you translate Yahusha, the true Hebrew name, into English, you get Joshua. I said, who is Jesus? Then I looked into the Latin, which is Isus. You have to realize that the Romans took the true living Messiah's name and they made him into a Roman deity and named him after and made him look like the son of Caesar. Made him look like Caesar Borgia, which was Alexander the Pope, the sixth son. So just look at this information for yourself, man, and we're gonna get straight to it because I got nothing but facts. Oh, when you go into this.
But that's, I'm about to say he's talking about the Council of Nicaea.
Basically, we're trying to say that the name of Jesus in Latin translates to the one that the one that's been casted away. Right. And if you know the story of Lucifer, he thought of himself
an angel that came.
He thought of himself as better than God.
Yes.
So they cast him away.
Yes.
Then they
and
also,
the fallen angels.
Yeah. So he read a scripture in the Bible where it said that I am God, I am the morning star.
Right.
But if you also know
Lucifer,
the Bible, Lucifer is also known as the morning star.
Yeah. And
they were basically saying like that Jesus is actually Lucifer, and that they kind of programmed us to. It was like the biggest scam.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, I'm not. I don't want to fuck it up. He was saying some shit that was kind of like.
I think they've taken. They've used religions as a tool for indoctrinating people. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I think that there's truths in everything, but when you go on a certain journey by yourself and you learn to look for yourself and not just take every word for truth, you start to figure out certain things and put the puzzle pieces together. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you can kind of figure it out for yourself. Like the word, the letter J didn't even exist at that time. You get it? Like there's a lot of things that you learn to like decipher it for yourself. Like I personally think that it's an allegorical text that has been just like changed and altered so many times that the truth of it has been lost. And I think that's for everyone to figure out for themselves. Yeah. I think that when it comes to like Jesus or any deity, it's really just someone trying to figure out their way to a higher path.
I got something interesting to play for you guys, right?
Go ahead.
Okay, back in like the 1800s, 1900s, there was this plague going around. I think it was yellow fever. It would make people like have attributes of a dead person. Their heart rate would drop really low. They didn't have technology to actually confirm or deny. So people would die, quote unquote, be pronounced dead. They would bury them. And then people would wake up alive. They would like try to claw their way out. Well, then grave robbers would go try to dig up these coffins because they were trying to get gold necklaces or whatever. They would find scratch marks on the inside of this. So people started putting two and two together. And then what they ended up doing was they put a hole in the ground and they put a pipe and they ran a wire through it and then could pay for this wire to be in your casket. If you'd wake up in the middle of your casket, you would ring this bell, and that's Saved by the Bell. That's where you get the bell. But then somebody had to be there in case you woke up in the middle of the night. So then they would put people like midnight to fucking like
Graveyard
6 a.m.
shift.
People would have that shift. That's where you get graveyard shift. People would sit overnight and wait to hear if they could hear bells, and if somebody was there, they would dig them up. Isn't that great? Term Saved by the...
You never seen Serpent of the Rainbow?
No.
That's what happens. It's like this stuff, this dust that they used to like spray on people, and it turned them into like the undead. Like it would wake them up.
Wow.
There's a lot of things that we didn't know was like
A thing?
That's what I think it's the same thing with the religion thing. It's
All
like
of it.
a lot of this stuff is just reinterpolated. You ever played like the telephone game?
Yeah, once it gets
to the end of the line, it's something completely different.
Right.
This is all we're dealing with in real life.
That's what I was trying to say. It's like you have to interpret it for yourself. Like I don't think anybody can tell you what is like, even if you hear something and somebody's saying this is the fact, this is the truth, you need to go look it up for yourself.
I don't.
It's just super interesting.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
Yes.
That's what that theory is.
But that intrigue is calling you to look deeper into it for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can share it amongst others, and then it's for them to do.
You know what I
their own
fear though?
thing.
I fear spreading wrong information, as if passing information off as it's right.
Fear though?
I do fear that.
Why?
Because let's think about it.
But what if you say something?
But you have your own will to take in information and reinterpolate it as what you want it to be.
That's true, but also you have to also take the responsibility of influence. So listen, in my mind, like I said, I'm agnostic. I think there is a God. I don't know what the message. I don't know what the answer is. I feel like people of faith are a little too sure of themselves. And I think if we have it wrong, like I don't want to be the one to be preaching false information to change somebody's view of things and then put them on a path of incorrectness, you know what I'm saying, and being responsible for that. You know what I mean?
I do, but however,
that's not your responsibility.
I was about to say, I think that it's
they talk about false prophets all the time.
But if somebody blindly follows you without doing their own research and searching and understanding, and they follow you blindly and just that's their problem. You get them, and I know like that sounds like fucked up, but it's just like look at America. All the stuff that's put in America, somebody made it up and was like, these are norms that have been created. They're not like going to school and working 9 to 5. It's a norm that's created. Do you get what I'm saying? That is a truth that somebody made up that says this is what we do. And everybody blindly follows it. Now, if you don't break away from that and you don't look into that a little bit more, then that's on you. If you live and die by societal norms or anybody else's norms or anybody else's truth or anybody else's facts, and you take it as word, that's on you.
I 100% agree with you, and I'm not saying that I disagree in that sense. I do agree with that. But as a person with my moral belief is that I know that people should take their own accountability and research themselves. But I also am aware of the existence of people that will not do that and that are easily led astray. And before I spew something to be a fact, I don't want to say that it's a fact without having the knowledge of it being so.
So then you can just say it's a personal truth. You can say I came across something. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you can still speak your truth without saying it's a fact. It's like, okay, I found this piece
and that's why I stress out. That's what
I get it. I'm about to say you're taking responsibility for what you're putting into the world. And I think it's just really a matter of saying like, this is a personal truth that I have found interesting. Now you can do your own research. You can look it up for yourself and figure out whether what I'm saying is truth for you or not, but this is what I have found.
Okay. No,
And I think that's how you can do that without feeling fearful of what your truth is. Because what may be true for you may be true for some other people as well.
That's true.
And what may be true for you may not fit for somebody. But if someone blindly follows you and listens to and hold your word as Bible, that's their responsibility, not yours. You can only share what you know. I think you can always.
My biggest fear is too. Also, is like so being agnostic. I kind of like reject religion based off of like my upbringing. I kind of found so many holes. I was just like, fuck this shit. I just hate to think like, we get to the pearly gates and it's like, hey man, these are all the people that you sparked this thought in their mind, and now they're not able to come into heaven because they came into contact with you. I think that was that's something that was.
So then I ask you something.
Life is not linear.
I know it's not. I know it's not. But
we don't know none of this shit.
That's the irrational fear in my head.
So you know how you can correct that?
How's that?
Does the place that you're saying that comes from a place of pain, or from a place of hurt, or from an experience? You get like you can challenge your thought.
I just want people to be thoughtful. When I bring up conversations, I'm just like, what if? And entertain the thought. You know what I mean? Like, because I see a lot of we all grew up in a similar backgrounds with a bunch of people that were like blindly like, God, you can't do this because this is the devil.
And you can
Don't listen to this music because it's the devil. Don't do this because it's the devil.
My grandmother told me not to do yoga because it was the devil. But sometimes you have to challenge it.
And then
that's okay.
You ask them like, where'd you learn? My mom told me that. And then who told her? Her mom told. And nobody knows the answer. I don't like that.
That's your responsibility.
We're New Yorkers. Mm-hmm. You have to learn. Like
that's true.
Again, in my personal opinion, I'm not an expert at life, but I would say, my personal opinion, you have to stay untethered.
Yeah.
Because people will control you if you think like that.
Exactly.
So it's for me.
Attribute that to New York.
But I'm saying, if for me to worry about worry about somebody else's influence is crazy. That's like me forcing somebody to think a certain way. Like the Crusades. That's like me forcing somebody to think a certain way. This person needs to say sorry. I need this person to say sorry. Wouldn't it be easier to let that person be who they are and keep it moving and know that a snake is going to be a snake and bite because it's a snake? You know what I mean? It's like being upset at a baby for crying.
Okay, so I get that, but like, so let me ask you a question. You knowing the type of mind you have, we've run across people that we like, this nigga is lost.
Right.
It's like that person comes to you and asks you how to get to a place that you've only been to one time. You've been there. You're not 100% sure how to get there, but you have an idea. Do you give them directions? Or do you just be like...
I can answer that.
Wait, finish your thought.
Yeah.
So like, he comes, hey, how do I get to the Palisades Mall? Let's say we've only been there one time.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I know I got on a highway. I can't seem to remember exactly which one it is. There's so many highways and so many exits. I don't know exactly what. I just know it's this way. It's west, or it's, you know what I mean?
All right. So, perfect analogy is a bum has to go home, right? Or not a bum. Somebody that has no money to go home has to go home.
Yeah,
he only had the bus ride is $20. I only have $6. Right? I'm not gonna not give him that $6 because I don't have enough for you to get home. Use this contribution to go home and continue your journey. I only been to the Palisades one time. I remember taking the 95 or the 278. That's all the information I can give you. I would ask somebody else, but this is my contribution.
That's you made sure to say this is the one thing that I know for a fact. I'm talking about if you
not even if it's not a fact. This is my experience of going to the Palisades. I could be wrong. I remember there was a tree.
Are you gonna say that?
I remember, yes, because that's my experience.
So that's all I'm saying. It's just like
I understand that.
Yeah. So like me saying like, Hey man, I don't know what the right answer is, but this shit made me think.
No,
It's
but
funny
at the same time, if I was asking you to go to Palisades and you're like, make a right, then a left, then he don't know what he's talking about. I'm about to go ask somebody else.
That most people.
Even
Most
if I needed to
people.
go to Palisades, I'm not gonna ask somebody random how to go. I'm gonna look on my phone.
Yeah, but-
I'm gonna ask 2 or 3 people and get the consensus.
For now.
You have to know how to move around in this
I
world.
get it. I
regardless.
get it. But that's you got to. But you know. So I'm saying you've never met people that don't know how to move
I'm
around.
about to.
And those, another one bites the dust. Sad to say.
Man,
It's funny.
Sad to
It's
say.
funny that
Yo,
you guys
can't
we
make
live
my
in
hands,
New
though.
York.
I hear you.
It is not no joke going out there acting all.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I get that, and I get that 100%. But I just feel the only thing is I don't want it on my conscience that I contributed to his demise. That's it.
Oh yeah.
You
Of
know what I'm
course,
saying?
you got to move with a good moral compass.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So that's why I always try to like fine print my guy. I'm not 100%
But-
sure about what we're talking about.
All right,
today.
but look at all of this information on the internet about how to be in relationships and this and that, right? If a guy comes to you and is like, yo, I just met this girl, I met her a month ago, I think this is the one I want to move in and marry her, right? And
I'm like, nah, dogs don't do that. But it could possibly work out. But I'm gonna say, listen, this is what I always say. When bad people come to me about relationship problems too. This is what I always say. I give them like, so if they give me some extra, my shorty, she just be acting man funny. Like she got this guy friend she be hanging out with, and sometimes she don't answer the phone when he's with him. Hey dogs, that shit sounds sus as fuck, my nigga. Here's what I think you should do. I think you should find out some like real shit, like maybe follow the girl or go find her location on the phone or try to get some type of information because that sounds suspect. Could be nothing, but that don't sound right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, yeah, she's 100% cheating on you, bro. Break up with her. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that because niggas got weird shit sometimes. Sometimes I've seen shit with weird shit. I've seen relationships that was just like, that's not normal, but it worked. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, it's what I think it is. But it may not be in that case. Who knows?
I'm saying, if you ask me for advice, I'm gonna give you my truth. I'm gonna give you my experience. If your girl, my girl's chilling with this guy, and every time he's over at his house, they don't answer the phone, and when she comes back, her hair's all messy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm bad blowing
You
my
think I'm
nose.
gonna say, oh, I think you should find out more information? I'm gonna be like, you need to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, or
Yeah.
not even that. You say like what I would do.
Yeah.
You know when niggas say
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I would do.
But that's the fine print,
I'm not
though.
telling you to do it, but what I would do.
I wouldn't be in that situation.
That's what I'm trying to say. People pick the influences. That's another part that we leaving out. People will pick the influences.
true.
If you want to be influenced by somebody that don't got a lot of life experience,
Yeah.
or somebody, everybody judges each other at the end of the day.
You know, okay, go ahead. My fault.
If you want to pick somebody that, like, because everybody runs around, oh, God could judge me. Oh, you judging? You should be judging this person. You need good judgment to figure out who to take advice from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't have that much discernment to pick somebody in good character to get your information from, then you probably don't have good discernment to pick who you should be influenced by.
That is true, and I'm 100% agreeing with you on that. So here's what makes me even like one thing I've noticed, and I'm not trying to like give myself 1,000 pats on the back. I remember one. All right, so here's an example. One time I had this dude, you know who he is, but I'm not gonna put his name on here, but see me at the barbershop one day. I was like, yo, I see, I just came out the military. I was like, yo, how you been, bro? I still remember that time back in this, like, I think like 10 years ago when you was like this and you said this to me. I listened to what you said and bro, it worked out, man. Thank you so much for that. I didn't even remember the conversation. And it's just, to me, it's like, damn, something I said had a long-term effect for this nigga's life. And it just kind of made me aware of just like, I gotta make sure I don't say stupid shit to people because what if it didn't? You know what I mean? It's just like...
But think of your character. Think of what type of person you would be to know you're saying stupid shit and to be somebody to be a spokesperson of your stupid shit.
But here's what I'm saying. So at one point in my life, I was super Christian. At one point, I mean, I was still fucking, but as a kid, I was like, yo, we shouldn't do this because God. I used to have like, tell my friends, like, yo, nah, my nigga, I don't fuck with that shit because God, this, that, and the other. I mean, you will not catch me saying shit like that now. I was just like, back, that was a different person. Like, that's so I'm trying to say is like, I grow. As people, we grow. So there's things that today is my truth that may not be my truth tomorrow.
I think what you're on both occasions, what you're saying isn't bad. Because say if you were Buddhist and you're telling somebody, hey guys, don't fight. Say you're a Christian, you're saying, hey guys, don't fight. Say right now, you're agnostic, and you're saying, hey guys, don't fight.
Either way,
all of those you were still coming from a good place. You shouldn't be like, oh, I was Buddhist and my bad for saying that you should believe in Buddhism. As long as your moral compass is correct, I don't think it matters
you're right.
where it really came from, as long as
it's from a good place.
Yeah, if it was from a good place.
Yeah, I guess that in that sense, it makes sense. I just always leave the fine point. Because, especially when talking in terms like this, like for instance, like, so my parents are like, I'm trying to get my parents to be more up to the now because they seem to be stuck. Like,
good luck with that.
And it's just like my mom blindly won't do things because of Christianity.
My dad's the same way.
And I'm just like, Mom, I found myself first because like I kind of like I had this thing where it's like I didn't look down on people that didn't have like the will, the want to desire for more information, but I kind of like would get frustrated when I hear stupid shit.
It's called the lying phase.
Like my mom would sit here and be like, "Don't step over your sister because she won't grow." Because of superstition. But then be like, oh, we can't watch this because of Christianity and this, the other. But then if I make a song talking about fucking thousands of bitches, my mom's a huge fan of me and my music, she'll listen to that. And I'm just like, oh, watch Game of Thrones when niggas is getting their dicks chopped off. It's just a lot of contradicting things, basically. So my fault, hold on, let me go. So basically the point is I was trying to talk to my mother and like show her like, you do realize like there's a lot of inconsistencies in your behavior. Like, and it's preventing you from seeing things. And then I thought, how selfish of myself am I to sit here and try to burst my mom's bubble? Look how many years she spent her entire life following this belief. Why not just let her believe it? What harm is it doing?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's just I don't know. I have conflicts with myself. Like inner conflicts.
That's because when you think about it on the same subject, I have toxic advice. I think if a single male is too hooked up on one chick because she ignored him for 2 whole days, the date was good. She ignored him for 2 whole days, and he feels like a sucker.
Super insecure.
Yeah, you not dating enough girls. That's kind of toxic.
But I don't think that's toxic. I think that's a harsh truth.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you.
But is that toxic? It could be toxic advice. I'm trying to say that sometimes
in the view of somebody that's sitting here, I know what you're trying to say. I get. Sometimes you're saying, I get it. Like it wouldn't be popular with
popular truth.
Popular truth.
Or I got a good example. There was a rapper on DJ Vlad, right? And he said Vlad asked this kid, right? I'm kind of twisting it up. I'm gonna make the same point. He goes, if somebody killed your moms, right? Are you calling the cops? If somebody murdered your mom, you call the cops? And he said no. And he was like, why? Why wouldn't you call the cops? And he was like, because he would be dead. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because I'll be handled. That's toxic.
But I agree with him.
But I agree with them.
Yeah.
If like, you get what I'm saying? For some people, if somebody took out the person that gave you life, you would sacrifice your life.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
It's like only certain only certain people really understand that you need to take a little bit of both sides of the yin and the yang.
But here's the difference though. So in that very same situation, somebody kills my mom, you wouldn't go tell me, go kill my mom, that nigga, because you know what the repercussion would be. But you would understand if I did. You understand what I'm saying? So like, you wouldn't advise me to go do that because you know that I would lose my freedom. I've already withstand. You're my friend.
What I would do? Yes, I would. Because I would be like, yo, what I would do?
You, my nigga, look at me. You are my friend.
Yeah.
You would not tell me, I know you, bro. You would not tell me, hey, bro, go kill that nigga. You would tell me, hey, man, I know what I can't imagine what you're going through.
Yeah.
I know what you want to do.
Yeah.
But that shit is not going to end well. That's what you would say, bro. You're not going to tell me to go kill the nigga to go spend the rest of my life in jail after losing my mother to a murder?
I think we would try to plan it out and get away with it.
Maybe that's a different story. Yeah, right.
I don't want to put too much on that. I'm saying I don't want to put too much on the podcast.
No, that's a different story.
But yeah,
I would do the same.
You telling me what I'ma say?
Yeah,
I know what I'm gonna say. You
the way we get away with it.
Hey, open up the blueprint. There's a camera on this block. There's a ring bell over here. There's da. These hours, he takes his lunch break. Yeah. We're gonna blah blah. Yeah, like you get what I'm saying.
No, that makes sense.
But we're not saying that. Like this is like all hypothetical. This is all hypothetical. This is not something that we're doing.
YSL.
Yeah, this is not no conspiracy type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Help me, Sade. Damn.
She said, okay.
I'm down for whatever.
We all up in that motherfucker.
But we were talking about toxic advice.
What?
You know? And
I think it's when I think it's the intention behind your advice. I think that sometimes, like in the work I do, like I understand what you're saying, Gino, and I understand what you're saying. But that's the work that I do. And I have constant conflicts with like, okay, what am I giving people? And I think that when you know certain people, you kind of have to learn how to meet people where they are when you want to give them something. Like my dad's like your mom. And me and my dad, for a while, like I grew up Christian as well. And then I got to a point where it was like, no, that's fake. But then I kind of evolved and matured a little bit more where I realized that we just understand it differently. Mm-hmm. So now he can talk his Bible talk, mm-hmm. and then I'll interpret it how I interpret it. Okay. And then I'll say, okay, we're able to like meet in the middle. So he like the other day, he was just like, oh, there's this scripture and it says this. And I was like, well, he said, oh, the Bible is real. And I was like, well, I believe that it's a book and that it's allegorical. You get what I'm saying? I was like, I think there's many different ways to read the Bible. And I think it depends on what eyes are reading it. And then I was like, well, my interpretation of this. And a lot of times we get the same thing, but from different angles. Yeah. And like the work I do is like mental health, and I do like counseling and kind of just supporting people. And a lot of times people come to me asking, I call them Askholes. A lot of times people come and ask, but they're going to do what they want.
They do what they want. Yep.
They're going to do what they want. So I feel like my only responsibility is to give them what I have, yeah, and to meet them where they are. And like both of you said, like, this is what I would do. This is what worked for me. These are some steps you could take, but it's up to you to take them. Yeah. So if you take the steps you take, that's on you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I kind of like share my understanding, my knowledge, the information that I have, but then I place the responsibility in their hands, what they do with it. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like from a person who just at one point blindly followed the adults in her life. Yeah. Blindly listened to, just because I felt like these were people who knew better than me. Yeah. And they had my best interest, I'm sure. You get what I'm saying? They didn't mean to hurt me. But it's like when you get to a point in your life, like I realized, like with the work I do, it's like, yo, I felt like I'm not helping. I'm like, am I telling them the wrong thing? Am I enabling these people by just telling them certain things or doing certain things for them? And it's like, okay, give yourself a break. You're only doing what you can do. Yeah. And when you've given yourself and you've done that, that's all you can do. Give yourself a break. What they do is up to them. What you do is up to you.
You're right.
So you can't, even if the information, and I feel like a lot of times, like you said, you have to give disclaimers. It's like, listen, I tell them all the time, like, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this. But only you can do it. Yeah. I can give you the information. I can share it with you. I can give you the resources. I can tell you where to look. but you're the one who has to do the fishing.
Yeah.
You're the one who has to do the work.
Yeah.
I can't do it for you. You know, if I can support you, I can encourage you, but I'm only giving you what I know. You might find some stuff else out along the way. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I feel like there's a lot of people who just like want a magic pill.
Yeah.
They just want something to fix it immediately. And when I tell them that a lot of the reasons why a lot of people get through what they get through is because they find it in themselves to figure it out for themselves. And everybody's path is completely different.
Trust me, I got
So
a lot.
what worked for me may not work for you.
Askholes in my life.
That's what I call them. Ask, and do what I want anyway.
Yeah. I've had a lot of my friends. They know who they are. They know who they are because like I've seen quite a few, and I've been an asshole myself as well.
Same.
Growing up, I did a lot of.
But you get what I'm saying? You got to meet people where they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just want information that conflicts with theirs, just so they can make up their mind about what they really want to do. Sometimes they just want to know more information.
Yeah. Or
You get what I'm
sometimes people
saying?
just want to talk.
Sometimes people just want to vent.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times I have to ask people, do you want a solution? Do you want me to hear you? Do you want support? Like, what do you need from this conversation?
Yeah.
Before I solicit any advice, I've learned like a lot of people come to me for advice too. And a lot of times I'm like, what the fuck are you asking me for?
Yeah.
Like, do you already know what you want to do and you're just wanting me to convince you to not do it? Like, what are you really looking for by coming to me?
Yeah.
A lot of times that solves the alleviation of it being my fault why somebody chooses a certain path. Like, I'll tell somebody, like, you can do this. And they're like, I don't want to do that. It's like, okay, so what the fuck you asking me for?
You ever had somebody that never is fucking repeating the same lessons over and over,
Yes.
and never learning from the same lessons, and like you're on level 12 and they're still on level 3,
dogs. And they frustrated.
and that shit is just you just want to stop fucking with them.
Yo, my nigga.
Leave them
man,
in peace.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I have a friend, and I love this dude, man. It's my homie, but I kind of had to like step away for a little while from him because it's just like it was so frustrating. Because he would bring his problems to the group and involve everybody, and then you invested in the outcome because we care about this dude, and he would go and make the wrong decision over and over and over and over, and it's just like, bro, get to the point where like, bro, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it anymore because it's going to get me mad. And then have you being around, like, I don't know.
Because you're wasting all your energy trying to give them the right advice and they're not taking the advice. And you could be investing all that energy into something else. That's the thing that's mad annoying about it.
Mad annoying, bro.
Well, like I said, in the work to do, that's literally what I do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I have to show up for these assholes every time. Like, and it becomes a burden. But that's what I'm saying. You have to alleviate yourself of that. Like, sometimes you just have to understand, like, people are not you. They're not where you are. So sometimes their comprehension and understanding level isn't where they can understand what you're giving to them.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as you give them the best you have, you've planted seeds. Like, there's plenty of shit that my dad told me growing up, and I didn't listen. I didn't fucking listen. I had to figure it out for myself. I had to take my own path, and there came a point in my story where I was like, oh, shit. I pulled out of my toolbox of shit that people told me that I didn't think I needed, and I was like, now I can use it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I get like it's very frustrating and it's easy to judge people when they're not where you are. But a lot of times people are playing out their own stories.
Yeah.
We're the main character in our own stories.
Yeah.
So the seeds you have planted may have not yet germinated. They may have not yet been watered. And it's like, okay, you can feel frustrated. You can feel all the things you feel about that person. However, wish them well and just pray that they figure it out. And then alleviate yourself of all responsibility if they do or not. That alleviates the frustration because it's not on you.
Yeah.
It's not your problem. It's theirs. And you just like, well, I hope they figure it out. Whatever they do, I hope they figure it out. And you leave them. And if that means creating space so that, because like, honestly, I feel like sometimes when we mean well, we can interrupt people's karmas and people's stories.
Yeah.
And we give them things that they're not yet prepared or ready or able to use. Like my sister, for example, you know how much shit I've told her? And it's like, you don't get it yet. And she doesn't get it yet. But I love her. And it's like, you know what? I hope that what I've given her, she's able to pull out when she needs it.
Yeah.
So you know what? She might not get it, and that might mean that I have to separate myself from her for a while because there's something that she needs to learn on her own, and me getting involved hurts me. It hurts me from watching her. It hurts me indirectly. So you know what? I wish her well. That's it.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room.
What's that?
There's people next door playing music. Y'all probably hear the shit in the background, right?
Yeah.
And it always makes me think, like, you remember like those neighbors you'll be making noise in your backyard, and they'll be like, "Turn that music down, or call the cops."
And they be the main ones that do shit like this,
right?
That's the same thing I got going on. I ain't gonna front. When I first moved into my apartment, bro, I used to sometimes be getting it in and bang on the roof. Big dude, you know what I mean? This shit shakes. And bro, when I tell you the first year of me living in an apartment, these motherfuckers got a treadmill downstairs. These motherfuckers on the treadmill 3 times a day. Dun, 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 just running. And I'm just like, I never complained once.
Nah.
I never said, I don't care. It's like,
you don't have to complain. Like, and the thing is, it's the middle of the afternoon. Okay, we're doing a podcast. Yeah, but it's the middle of the afternoon. They can play loud music. It's not like it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Exactly. I got to work the next day. You know what I mean? But this is the first time I felt the pain of a Karen.
Yeah. This is absurdly loud. Like, this is like block party.
Yeah. It's block party loud. Yeah,
it's ridiculous because it's not that loud on the playback.
It might be. We'll see when I edit.
It's not that loud. It's like the bass is what's really killing it. Like,
so imagine if you was out there, you couldn't even talk to somebody.
You couldn't talk to somebody. Like, it's crazy. It's just funny that people like how people are like could be like fucking so critical on others and not themselves. Very hypocritical.
But to be honest, it's like really just about that. It's like I think that we don't realize how everybody's a mirror. Like a lot of the stuff that triggers us in others is something we've either had to learn for ourselves or it's something that we need to work on in ourselves. And sometimes it's just like, even if when it interferes in what you're doing, you feel some type of way. But then you have to kind of go back over your life. It's like, when did I interfere in somebody else's? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes you just gotta let people be and do what they are. And if you can do something about it, do it. But it may not turn out the way you want. And I think just like, it's not that serious.
Well, I'm about to go speak to the manager. No, I'm just
That's that's hilarious. Karens are something else, aren't they?
Yo, so we've been going on for a while now, and I'm gonna call in a wrap. That's another episode.
Bye, guys.
See you soon. Sade Renee.
Namaste.
And we'll be back another episode of that.